I took the red blinky light off so you couldn't see it. That's just a little plastic thing that you can chew on. Yeah, that's all that is. She does have the submandibular swelling on her neck. I think that's probably the reason that she's coughing at all, or the only reason so far. Her lungs sound good. All that sounds good. As far as her not being able to be as mobile, you probably notice that she's probably weaker in her back end. She probably even drags it sometimes. Just throws her feet behind her and says, it's just easier to pull.
She'll just try to run and then like her legs go out and then she'll like get up and then go again.
One of the things I've noticed in the last 20 years playing with these guys is that whenever they have any kind of a diarrhea problem or a loose stool problem, I think because they're just long slinkies, if there's anything wrong as far as their electrolyte goes, or in this case we'll just say basic diarrhea, then what'll happen is that it just doesn't fire as well as far as the nerves go in the back end. The good news is there's a treatment for that I usually use, and it tends to make a big difference. The bad news is I usually put them on a short-term round of antibiotics, but we need to watch this area here, okay? So we're going to start them on a set of antibiotics, okay? Are you guys going to be able to have them rechecked Thursday? Is that possible?
How late are you open?
Well, Thursdays I'm in here in the mornings. I'm kind of between hospitals and...
Like how early? Like I could do early.
Okay, or Thursday morning early sounds great for me. Okay, so we'll recheck her then. We'll, we'll have video to go by and have palpated these lymph nodes again, and we'll see if they're getting smaller. If they are, then we'll continue with the same medications, and if they're not, then of course we'll have to try something different and take another step.
Okay, and what do you think about Medicam long term?
Medicam is an awesome medication. Of all the NSAIDs that we have on our veterinary shelves, it's probably the only one that's actually been used to the point where they've done it at 10 times the dose and used endoscopy, gastroscopy specifically, to yes. I mean,
I'm not necessarily seeing a benefit.
As a general rule,
it weighs on my conscience every time I give it to her. I'm like, I don't know.
As a general rule, I usually recommend glucosamines because they've found a synergistic, relationship between NSAIDs and glucosamines. They've actually found that if you're using glucosamines on a regular basis with the average dog, cat, and even primates, that you don't have to use but half the dose of the NSAID to get the same effect. So, yes, I recommend glucosamines. There's going to be tons and tons of formulations. You can make your own liquid, or I'm not really sure of any Ferret products specifically that have glucosamines in there.
I've heard of people doing they get like a liquid, like for a dog or a cat, and then they either dilute it or they have the dose figured out, and they just do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it shouldn't. I can't even think of a published dose for ferrets for that offhand. But at the same time, it's a very, very safe chemical, unless you're diabetic. Once you become diabetic, then glucosamines can kill you. Other than that, they're fine. What?
Yeah, I'm just worried about the cough and then the swelling. It's just a bad place to have swelling.
Something about the rubber they use in the earpieces has been turning ferrets on for years.
I got an extra set. That's great.
All right, so I'm going to go see what they've got in the back. We'll work up an antibiotic mixture aimed at the intestines and aimed at the swollen lymph nodes. Hopefully by Thursday we'll see a big improvement. That won't be adding anything else to it, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
All right.
So in the meantime, we'll try to see about what glucosamine, or at least the strength, so I can search for online or elsewhere what strength I can buy, and then I can.
I would.
Make it up or whatever.
Yeah. Let me. I'll do some research too, because I just haven't seen a published dose for glucosamines in ferrets, but I've never specifically looked for that either. Recommended it several times, but sorry. Talking to myself again. What? So that's just cuteness. That's just cuteness. It must suck to be so cute. If you didn't know this, have a YouTube channel.
Oh,
I mean, there's tons. I started it trying to get proof of my exotic caseload for the one day I get a chance to go do my board certification in zoological medicine. And somewhere along the line, I kept posting stuff on Facebook, and they told me, "Look, you need to stop posting stuff on Facebook. Have you ever heard of YouTube?" You know. So at that point in time, I made a channel. I mean, and over 2,000 videos later.
Oh, awesome.
And a lot of them are exotics, and there's quite a few with them on ferrets. Matter of fact, there was one recently with me running from ferrets.
She used to chase people around the house.
Yeah.
Okay, you look cute, and I'm going to go work up some doses.
So in the meantime, should I continue the Medicam?
Well, yeah, at this point in time, again, when you think about the reason this end's not working as well as it should, again, it has to do with you know the inflammation and stuff on those nerves, and it may be helping. I mean, I think that once you get rid of the problem, which is in the intestine, chances are we'll be right as rain until the next bout pops around. But anyway, so it's not hurting anything at this point in time that I can tell. Okay. But we get him on the glucosamines, get him on the antibiotics. At that point in time, you'll probably start to wean him off.
Okay. And I'd read some about possible effects on kidneys, like some.
All NSAIDs, every one of your NSAIDs actually decreases your glomerular filtration rate. So your kidneys are basically a filter. So it stops that filtration working, but it's usually a small percent.
Okay. I just didn't know if the risk was increased from age or.
Oh yeah, as you all get older, everything we take gets worse for us. When the camera's on, don't be talking about how sexy I am when I'm gone.
You love that camera.
She does.
You love that. You love being
Got
on
chart.
TV. You love being on TV. Oh, she's like, where did you go? That's pretty cool.
Where are you going?
She still has some sense. To go plummeting off the side of the table. Rug. There's some rugs all over the floor.
We could do that. Do like a large rug just for that room.
Be
That's
spot cleaning it.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just get one inexpensive and. We'll make it easier. Well, let's see. She might not even need it if these antibiotics.
I just hope it's not natural. It's so bitter. I hate it. Yeah, it tastes like. I just remember giving it to Howell and hated it. Hated it so much. Even though it was supposedly flavored, he still.
Who's like chilling on that? She does like it.
She does.
Oh, pug.
What? Oh. Oh, I give her a donut. I want to read the whole thing. On that green carpet. She's old.
We got to make your meds by hand, Chicky.
Oh.
We does. Yeah. There's no telling what you smell.
She's been through some stuff. She had the surgery.
Yeah.
She had a tangle with one of our cats. That's how she lost that part of that tooth. She's resilient.
So that's the one big land.
I also felt like tinier. I don't know, it was just like little like a cyst or something, like a smaller, like superficial little bump on like right here. She doesn't like when I touch it.
It's a wrestling match. I'm winning. Well, I'm not feeling it.
It's like on the surface with a little. I don't know where my finger is. Yeah. Right here. She hates
You gonna make me
I
scruff
don't know
you.
if it hurts or what.
Now you're just yawning. Oh, there it is. It feels it.
I could never really try to see it if there was anything to see. She'd just constantly squirm as soon as I touched it.
No. Could be like a small sebaceous cyst or some blocked duct.
And she'll do that, like she'll take little power naps and she's ready to go. And she'll take a power nap and she's ready to go.
Oh, you know how that works for me later. Oh, my left, where'd she go?
She's never this relaxed at home.
Bless you. All right. Well, if you guys want, you can head up front and wait for the medication up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, nice
Good to meet you. Bye-bye.
Oh, now she wants to get home. She's like, oh, wait, no. I didn't want that to happen. Tuck that tail in.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more there to lose.
Yeah. Alright, appreciate it.
All right, later.